This video has been a long time coming. I think I last did a Goodreads clean out like 2 years ago maybe, and my Goodreads is quite frankly a mess because it's just full of like books. It's like too many books on my to be read list that I know I probably will never get around to, and I really want to go through and just clean it up a little bit, clean out all of the like old books that maybe I'm like no longer interested in reading anymore, you know, whatever, and just get it to feel nice and refreshed and just full of books that I'm really excited to read. That's what we're gonna do today. This video normally ends up being kind of like, I remember the last one was pretty long, so I'm not gonna like do any more of an intro. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right on in here. Okay, so here is my Goodreads to be read list, and I swapped the date so that way these are all the oldest ones that I have on here, because I feel like it's gonna be a lot of like the older ones that I'm gonna clean out, because obviously towards the top of the list are ones that I'm gonna have recently added on here, so we did reverse it. And I will just preface this with saying that this is no shade, no tea to any of these books on here. Obviously, they're just personally not ones that I like am necessarily interested in reading anymore. Like some of them already I can see, like A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I just don't really read like YA fantasy anymore, so nothing wrong with them, just I'm not like, I'm gonna clean them out. So first up with The Silent Patient, honestly I think I'm gonna take this one off. I just don't really think I'll probably ever get around to reading it. It's a thriller. I have been reading more thrillers now, but honestly, I just don't see it being one that I'd like pick up. There are other ones that I'm like more excited about, so I'm gonna take it off. Who knows? I may at some point, but we're gonna take it off for now. Same with Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. I don't really read many of her books anymore, and I just don't really see it as being one that I'd go back and read at this point. I feel like I kind of like had my time with her books, and I just don't really read a lot of them anymore, so I'm taking that one off. Riot House gonna keep, and same with Deny Me. Now, I did give away, so I used to have A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer, but I did end up unhauling that one. I donated it to one of my friend's little free libraries, and I'm going to take off the next 3 books afterwards just because I don't see myself probably ever going back and reading any of those books, so I'm going to take those off. I'm not going to like individually talk about each of these books on here. I'm just going to kind of like, if I have anything to say about them, go through them. So I think I'm going to keep these. Why is A Curse So Dark and Lonely on here twice? Okay, let's take that one off again. Vein of Love by R. Scar. Is it a vampire one? Because as we figured out, I don't really like vampires. Oh wait, she's betrothed to a demon. Actually, that sounds really good. Okay, no, we're leaving that one on here. That sounds great. Baby Daddy. Oh, I don't really read like dad books, like single parent or like surprise pregnancy books. What is this? Oh, it is an accidental pregnancy. I don't know. Do I need to leave it on here? I don't know. We'll leave it. Let me know. We will leave that one on there. A lot of these. Okay, I think Where Good Girls Go to Die. I think I'm gonna take this one off. This is like a thriller too, isn't it? Or like a contemporary or something. Again, I just don't see myself probably ever reaching for that one, so we're gonna take that one off. I don't know. I don't tend to read a lot of paranormal romances. I don't know. I really don't. So honestly, I think I'm gonna take this one off just because that's not a genre that I really reach for like almost ever. Why do I have Tell Me When It's Over on here twice? Okay, well, I guess we can take one of them off. That's weird that it's on there twice. Chosen Ones by Veronica Roth. I still have this book. I own it physically. I just don't know. I don't know. I'll leave it on there for now. I don't know if I'll ever get to it. Also, why does it keep like resetting all the way down? This is gonna be super annoying to edit. Okay, checkmate. I'm pretty sure Candy Fox, is this book even around anymore? Or I think these like authors broke up. I remember this was one that one of my friends had recommended to me, that she doesn't really read a lot of like romance, and she had recommended it to me, but like we don't tend to have very similar reading tastes, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off just because I don't know if I'd actually like it. And I think all of these, what is this? Crash Into You. Oh, this sounds kind of good. This sounds good. Okay. I'm going to have to bump this one up. Oh, no, it already is on Marked Week. Okay. I'm going to have to remember that one. That sounds good. I'm going to have to bump that up the TBR. And see, that's what this is also for. Is so that way, like, when I do this stuff, then I can track, you know, what I want to bump up to the top of my list. I think all of these are still yes, right? Although again, I think this one is like a paranormal one. I'm gonna take it off just because again, I just don't really ever reach for them. The Trisha Wolfe, Yep, I haven't read anything by Tijan before, and I really want to. The Italian, I think that's one of the ones that I had bookmarked for a Ban Forbidden Taboo reading vlogs. We're gonna leave that one on here. Okay, The Cabin by Jacinda Wilder. Wasn't this one that I got in a box, and was this the one that then I was like, I think I... Oh, no, this is a different one. Okay, no, I do want to leave this one. Okay, yes, I do want to leave that one. Neon Gods is another one that I had the physical book, and again, I unhauled it. I just don't foresee myself probably ever picking it up, so I am going to take that one off. Let's see, all of these, the Gothicana, yep. Yes, yeah. What is the Sweet Sacrifice? I don't think I know what that one is. Oh, A Brother's Best Friend. T. Oh, it's the third interconnected standalone. Oh, but I don't think I want to read other ones. Yeah, Dorian, right? I don't like I want to just be able to jump in. Okay, I'll follow back up on that one. Periculum, I don't even know what that is. Romance, horror, thriller. Whoa, that sounds kind of fun. Okay, we'll leave that one on there. What is Daddy Crush? I do not recognize this at all. Oh, it's a novella. Okay, 208 pages. Okay, we'll leave that one then. Lucy's Smoke. No, that's a different... Lucy's Score. That's a different one. Okay. Let's see. Collided. Okay, here's the thing. This one, this is why I stopped in the series, because I really didn't care. Like, I didn't really care about the couple for Collided, but I think I have Wrecked later on here, which I still want to read. So I'm taking Collided off, but I am still interested in, I think it's book 4 in that 3 or 4 in that series. So I'm going to take Collided off just because I really don't think I'll probably ever read that one, but, I am interested in still going in that series. American Prince with New Camelot series. Again, I'm taking this one off. I really liked American Queen, but now I feel like I read that book so many years ago that I don't see myself going back and finishing out the trilogy at this point. So I'm taking that one off. The director, I think, is a Ban Forbidden Taboo one that I put on there. Guild, am I ever gonna read this again? I know so many people love this series. I don't think I'll probably ever read that. I don't know. I feel like I kind of missed the mark on it. I'm gonna take it off. Same with Radiance by Grace Draven. Again, I just don't know if I'd ever read it. I know so many of my friends love it, but I just don't know if I'd ever pick it up. Again, like, it's been on my TBR for so long. I don't really read a lot of like monster, paranormal, so I'm gonna take it off. Yes. Same with All In. Okay, hear me out. I really liked Full Tilt, and I know what All In, like the premise of that is, but again, I read Full Tilt so many years ago. I really love Emma Scott's books, but I just don't think I'll probably ever go back. Like, I don't see myself ever picking up this book to finish that duet. So I'm gonna take it off of there. I love some of Emma Scott's other books, but I don't see myself finishing it. Beneath Black Sails, what is this? This looks like a YA oh, I don't know what this is. You know, okay, I'll leave it. I don't know, I'll leave it. What is Her Beauty by Jack Harbin? I don't remember this. It's giving Beauty and the Beast. Oh, it's also a novella. Again, I just don't know if I see myself like picking that up. This one I own, right? Yes, that's in a part of the Midnight Dynasty series. Okay, Wolf Song, again, I just don't know. That's one, again, that I've had on here forever. I just don't know if I'll ever pick it up. So again, I think I am going to take Wolf Song off of here. Okay. What is this? I Like Being Watched? I don't recognize this. Oh, T. Oh, and it's a little novella too. It's only the thinnest thread of plot. You know what? Period. I'm gonna leave it on here because who knows? Maybe like when I get in a novella, when I just need like something fast, quick, and to the point to get me out of a slump, maybe then I'll want to read that. So I'm gonna leave it on here. Why is this book 2 in a series? Okay, I'm gonna take this one off because I have not read book 1, but I obviously love Macaulay Smelter, so I'm sure I have book 1 on here somewhere, but that's why I'm just gonna take book 2 off. I have read the first one in the Linden U series, so I can leave Beg You to Trust Me on here. Same with Daughter of No World by Carissa Broadbent. I remember when this one came out, so many of my friends loved it, and it's another fantasy one. But again, do I see myself picking it up? Probably not. I'm sure I would really like it, but again, I just don't I don't pick up like a ton of fantasy, so I'm gonna take it off. Maybe one day I'd read it. Come to Daddy. What is this? And when okay, here's the thing. I just reading that, I'm not the biggest fan of like daddy kink. That just like doesn't do it for me. No shade, no tea. It just like doesn't really do it for me in books. So I think I'm going to take that one off just because I don't know if I like would end up liking that, if that's kind of like the big premise of it, you know? Okay, and Treat Me by Grace Irvin. Again, I'm pretty sure that's like another fantasy or paranormal, and I just don't really read a lot. So again, I'm gonna take that one off. Let's see. The Predator, keeping that on there for sure. All You Want, I read this, but I wonder if there's like multiple, like All You Want's on there because it's a fanfic. So I can take this off even though like I have read that, but I probably just marked a different one on there to read. By a Thread by Lucy Score. Again, this was a recommendation from a friend of mine, and I just don't feel like that's going to be like my vibe, you know, like kind of like more rom-com-y, like the traditionally published kind of like romance vibe. That's not what I tend to read, so I'm going to take that off. Same with Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. Now listen, I love Red Queen. I was really excited for Realm Breaker, but again, I just don't really read YA fantasy much anymore, so I don't see myself probably ever picking that up. And Crown of Gilded Bones. So I own this one, and I remember being so excited to read it when it first came out after Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, and I just like never read it. And to be honest, I don't think I'll probably ever go back and finish the From Blood and Ash series. Like, I liked the first 2 books. I just don't probably see myself ever finishing them. So I'm taking that one off too. Okay, I don't know why I have all 3 of these marks, so I'm gonna take off Violent Ends and Violent Triumphs just because I have not read book 1 yet, and I don't like cluttering that. Like, I'm trying to only mark the first books then in series, so I'm gonna take off both of those, but I'm obviously keeping Violent Delights on here. I own that and I really want to read it. Same thing with the entire Boston Underworld series. I still have not even read book 1, so I'm going to take off the rest of them, but again, I want to read them, but that way whenever I read Crow, then I can go and like mark the other one that's like top of my list rather than these all being buried, like having them all marked. So taking off Ghost, taking off Saint, taking off Thief, and taking off Connor. And then similarly with Descent by Liza James, I haven't read Fated yet, so I'm going to take that one off again just because of that same reason. But I do want to read those, and I own both of them already, so I will be ready to read them. Okay, keeping all of that. Again, Silence She Screams, and all of these Elite King Clubs, like same thing. I still haven't even read the first book. I'm leaving in Fury Lies Mischief of Midnight Mayhem because I have read book 1, so that's the next one that I have up. But again, like I haven't even read the first Elite Kings Club book, so I'm gonna take off all the rest of them because again, we gotta keep this cluttered free a little bit better, okay? Nope, we still have more. I hate that Goodreads continues to scroll up. Goodreads is so user unfriendly. And I know that there's another one, is it Storygraph, that everyone's like using now? Which I just haven't like looked into it enough to see like if I should just switch over to that one. Cause again, like I feel like I don't even have enough time in the day to sometimes even like be on Goodreads to update my own stuff, let alone like figuring out a new one. Okay, same thing now with the Bargainer series. I haven't even read book 1, so we are taking off books 2, 3, and 4 on here, or what, 2, 3, and 2.5. Because again, we haven't even read book 1. We're not going to leave these on. You know what I think this is though? I think when I got all of these books physically, I added them to like a physical TBR shelf on here that I just literally never even upload anymore. So it's just pointless to have. Okay, same with Soulless then. We're taking that off because again, the first one I have marked, I forget what it's called. We saw it earlier. So again, I'm taking off Soulless and I'm also taking off Relentless. Now let's see, Right Rival. I think I gave these. So again, okay, these next set of books here were all ones that I got in like a PR package years ago from a marketing company. However, I like never got around to reading these ones here that are next up on this list. And again, I ended up donating them to one of my friend's little free libraries that she has. So I'm taking off these because again, like if I was ready to unhaul them physically, I just don't foresee myself probably ever like downloading them on Kindle. So again, although actually no, I kept Devil's Deal. I did. But I think Over the Moon was like a small town one. It was like a lot of books that just like are not necessarily my subgenres that I read. Like that one I'm pretty sure was small town. Same with Brave Love. And also this being number 7 in a series, I was like, I don't see myself like picking up the 7th book in a series. And again, I think that one was also small town. Dare You to Love Me. Again, I think that one. Oh, I think was that one like a pregnancy one maybe? Road to Fire. Again, I don't even know what that one is. And I know I had taken that one off as well. But then Taint Her, I think I did keep because I think this one's a bully one. So I did keep that one. The Sadie King, that's a completely different one. These Mr. Parkland. Okay, so actually I have these ones still. So I'm actually going to leave these on here because I'm not reading them in order. I pulled Mr. Park Lane for my TBR this month, so I'll leave 1 and 3, even though, again, that goes against what I wanted to do with this. Anyways, whatever. We'll leave those. Right That Got Away. Again, I gave that one away as well. Okay, On the Island. I think, is this one more like a women's fiction one? I think it is. So again, I'm going to take that one off. I don't tend to read a lot of like, I think that's, yeah, I'm pretty sure that one is. And I just don't really read a lot of that. These, yes. Okay, I don't think I'll probably ever go back and finish the Four Horsemen series. I read the first 2 books in it years ago. Again, I don't think I'd probably ever finish out. I think it's a series, I think maybe there's 4 or 5. So we're going to take Corrode off of there. I do remember the first book, Carnage, I think. The spice is insane. So if you want some really good spice, pick that up. Alpha Holes. Oh, is this like a Omegaverse or something? Oh, never mind. Okay. I will keep that. That sounds good. The Truth About Love. No, I do want to keep that one. Number 5, I think I've only read the first one. So again, we're going to take this one off because, and I also think I've Always Been You, which is the second one, right? I think we saw that one earlier. So again, keeping with my theme, we'll take that one off. June 1st by Jennifer Hartman. Okay, I love Jennifer Hartman's books. June 1st, I don't know about because I think, right, this is one, it's the one where it starts when she's like really young and there's a lot of like younger years in it, which for me personally, I don't care for that in my books. So I'm going to take this one off. I don't love when books start with characters or even like, you know, a lot of like second chance books do this where it starts with the characters being like, you know, childhood or middle school years and it spends so much time in those years. I don't know. I don't care about that as much. So I am going to take June 1st off, but there are a ton of other Jennifer Hartman books that I want to read. So like there are other ones that are more of a priority for me. The Education of Ivy Leopold, again, I'm going to take this one off. I don't think I'd ever go back and finish. I really liked the first book, but again, it's been so long since I've read it that I just don't foresee myself ever finishing it. I feel like we're doing really good here. Although this one is on audio. So actually, I might read that. I'm going to leave it. I might read that one. Lifeblood. Oh, if this is vampires, we're going to take it off. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm going to take this one off. If anyone has read it and loved it, let me know. And if it's not vampires, let me know. But it sounded like it to me. Heartbreak Warfare. Is this like a war book? See, I don't really like military or like cop or anything like that romances. So I'm just going to take that one off of there. It's just not my personal like preference. Let's see. Want to keep that on. Yep, Michelle Hurd. I want to read that. So I think this is an Olympic one. So yes, I do for sure want to read that one. Falling from the Sky. I have not even read the first one, so we'll take number 2 off of there. Again, I haven't even read the first one of this, so again, but I think I have the first one marked. I think I remember seeing that one earlier, so again, we can take that off. Run, Rabbit, Run. What is this? C.M. Nicosta. I don't recognize this. Oh, Shapeshifters, Monsters. Again, it's just, I don't love paranormal. So again, we're going to go ahead and take that off. MC. Again, I'm not the biggest MC man. I'm not the biggest MC man. I'm not the biggest fan of MC. So again, I think I'm going to take that one off. I don't know. There are certain ones where I've already like started reading series like Gianna Darling's Fallen Men. So I'll continue on with those. But I don't know. It's not my favorite. Same with The Blood is Love by Karina Halley. I read the first one and I love Karina Halley's books. But again, it's vampires. And I just don't really like vampires that much. The blood just like freaks me out a little bit. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna keep all of these. Okay, let's see. These are all Lola and the Millionaires Part 2. Again, I liked Part 1. I really liked it actually, but again, now it's been so long since I've read it that, again, I'm so bad about finishing duets and series. I don't think I'll probably ever finish Part 2, so I'm gonna take that one off. Same with This Second in War by Lilith Vincent. Again, I read the first one years ago. I really liked it, but again, I don't think I'll probably ever finish it. Triple Duty Bodyguards by Lily Gold. Again, this was the same one. I don't love like rom-com-y kind of style of books. So I'm taking that one off, but I know so many people love Lily Gold books, and I did read one and I did like it, but it's not something that I find myself like picking up. These, yes, want to keep. Okay, all of these so far. Why is this book 4? MFF though. Okay, you know what? It's the 4th and final book in the series, which I normally wouldn't do, but because it's MFF, I don't think I've ever read MFF before. So we're gonna leave that because that intrigues me. Again, all of these. Yeah, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. Again, I don't think I'd probably ever read this one again. You know how like the traditionally published ones, I just don't tend to like really gravitate towards. So I'm gonna take that one off. Lies We Steal, yep. The Idea of You. I still think I want to read that. I do. I liked that book a lot. Something in the Way. I need to get back into that. I need to finish that series. Yep, so we're keeping that one. Serpent in the Wings of Night. I actually am going to keep. I do think if there was a fantasy series I'd pick up, it would probably be that one. So I'm going to keep that one. Veronica Roth. I love her. But again, Arch Conspirator, I don't think I'll probably ever read. So I am going to take that one off of there. I think that was like a novella collection too. Yep. I think now we're getting into, okay, Part 1 and Part 2, easy enough. We can take off Part 2 until we read Part 1. Again, now we're starting to get into ones that I added like last year, so we're probably not going to have many to pull off here. And I remember some of these were ones that like you guys had recommended to me, so we're leaving those. Yep. Why is this one book number 3? Oh, because it's a Second Chance Rockstar. Okay, we're leaving that. That doesn't matter to me then. Hell yeah. Leave Me Broken. Will I ever go back and that's still a series I'm interested in finishing. Okay, so even though it's been a while since I read book 1, I'm gonna leave book 2 on here. Let's see. Nope, that is the one that I'm up to, so we will leave that. What is this? Irresistibly Yours, number 3. What is that? Nope. Come on. Why is my computer so slow? It's not my computer, actually. It's Goodreads. Stop! Okay, it's doing that same shit. Fine. We're just leaving this book. I don't care. Okay, Dorian, I can't see my computer. Thank you. Thank you so much. The Last Kiss. Oh, this was one for a book club that then we never got around to doing, so I'm going to take that one off of there, which actually I think I had already scrolled past that one earlier. Whoops. Soul of a Witch. Still want to read that. Pray Tell. Yep. Coven. Yep. Okay, wait, no, yep, there's some fanfics. What is this? A Pound of Flesh by Sophie. This looks like a Barnes and Noble type cover. First time in print. This does not look like a Orange is the New Black meets Bestselling Married to a Billionaire Trip. Ooh, whoa. Whoa, that sounds good. Okay, we are leaving that. Ooh, I need to bump that one up to the top of my TBR. That sounds really good. Okay. The Pucking Wrong Guy, again, I think I have the first one on my TBR, so we're taking that one off of there. Unwrapped by Them, I think she unpublished this one, I think, because I think then there was another author, there was like something that went down with that, so she like unpublished this one, so it's not even available anymore, so I can take that one off of there. But that really sucks because that was like a Christmas novella that I remember a couple years ago I really wanted to read, and then I had talked about it in a video, and then someone was like, no, she literally unpublished it. Keeping These. Dark, again, I don't think I'll probably ever read that one. That series is huge too, like the books themselves are giant. Okay, all of these, yes, yes, yes. Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Again, I don't know if I'll ever read that. Isn't that that's a thriller, I think. Although actually I do think that one's in your TBR recommendation jar video for me, which again, that's a different story. If I pull that one, then we'll check it out, but otherwise we'll leave it. Marsha, I still really want to read that. Okay. A lot of these, When She Falls, number 3, again, I know I have number 1 marked on here somewhere, so we can take that one off. Actually, yeah, and what is this, number 2? Syndicate of Sins. New York. Ooh, RH. Okay, we'll leave that one. That one sounds good. Yes, I do want to read that one. We're leaving that. Yes, 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 leaving all of these. LOL, my own book. Yup. Little Stranger, I don't know. Again, that one has like some spider play in it. I hate spiders, but we're keeping it on there. I might read it at some point. Jesse Walker, 5 Brothers, I'm older, yep. Keep all of those. Trials of, yep, want to read that. The Striker, hell yeah. Man On, yep. Unhinged Titan, I'm pretty sure that was one I opened up and it is like animal violence as a trigger, so I can take that one off. Just because that is literally my one and only trigger. And as you can see, there are so many books that I want to read that pretty much if something has animal violence in it listed as a trigger now, I'm just like taking it off. The Jay Bree book, yes. And again, I remember some of these, leaving these on here like from a video I remember I had done where you guys like gave me recs, so I'm leaving a lot of those because I know I've already like looked at them recently. Graves, yep. Opium Skies, yep. Blood of My Monster, high priority read for me. Bite the Woman That Feeds, that is a vampire one. However, I do really think that it sounds good. Like I remember reading the description of that, so I am gonna leave that one on here, but like we said, I don't really know. I'm not the biggest vampire person. And is this one vampires? Oh no, Mafia. Okay, pop off, we can leave that. It gave vampire vibes. Yep. Same with Green Light. Again, that one I was really excited for because it's step siblings, but again, it has like animal violence in it or like animal cruelty. And again, that is literally the only thing that like I cannot read. So there are just too many books to read that I don't need to go there with it. Now we're literally we're like almost to the top of my thing. So yes to all of these. Yep, none of these are coming off. So yeah, okay, that is my entire want to read then. This, of course, this video ended up being super long. I'm not looking forward to editing it, but that was really good. So I think I should have paid attention. Well, probably in editing I'll be able to see. I think I started with like 500 and something books. I want to say like 550 books on here maybe, and I'm ending with 486. That's still insane, but that's a lot better than when we started. So I'm excited about that. I'm feeling good about that. So anyways, that is it for today's video. I have no idea what's going to be up next week. Oh, it's so bright too. No idea what's going to be up next week, but we'll see. So anyways, that's it for today, and I will see you when I see ya.